Alright guys, welcome back to Crazy for KV's RC. I'm Tim. Welcome back to the RC Garage Tour. We're on episode 5. Today we're talking about my Axial 4-wheel steer Capra. I got this in a trade for a slash actually. Wasn't using it. It was basically brand new. And the guy online said, hey, you want a 4-wheel steer Capra? Kind of thought about it for a little bit and thought, I'll give 4-wheel steer a try. So picked it up. I drove it stock a couple of times and it was pretty fun, but it's pretty well known that the Capra transmission is not the best suited for slow crawling. It's a little fast. So pretty much immediately ordered a Fusion Pro 2300 kV brushless setup. Also eliminates the need for an ESC stuffed in there. If you've ever done a Capra kit, it gets tight, especially if you want to run the interior. So yep, put the Fusion Pro in there, switched over to a 3-gear transmission and put a Vader skid 3-gear skid plate in there. So also dropped it down, switched to 90mm shocks to get the CG a little lower, and switched it over to J Concepts landmines. It's sitting on some Vanquish methods, but it's a fun truck overall. It's a little light. I think it's actually a little too light. It doesn't really have much forward weight bias. There's nothing up there. On a real steep incline, there's kind of nothing to get the front tires to hook. So just ordered up some brass for it. But yeah, anyways, we'll go back to the bench. We'll check out the truck. I'll do a quick walkthrough of it. It's no different really than any other Capra, and you can't see much of it anyway. And then we're gonna take it out and run it. So I'll give a little bit of running footage for you all. But yeah, let's go check it out. Alright guys, so we got my 4-wheel steer Capra. A little dirty. Most of my trucks are a little bit dirty. But yeah, as I mentioned, went ahead and put 90mm shocks on it to go ahead and get it lowered down. There you can see the super soft foams that are in there. Crazy crawler. I thought they'd be okay, but I don't really like the way they perform. Kind of get a lot of bad. You can just see the tire roll you get pretty easily. The landmines are great tires, super soft, hook up pretty nice, but I think the foams are holding us back. So EcoPower 120Ts, front and back, lots of good steering power. Underside we got Incision drive shafts. I love these drive shafts. You guys are probably starting to put that together by now. And then I got a Hobbywing Fusion in there. Hobbywing MB4 Noble hooked up to this. Got one of those small receivers in this. And that kind of takes me to a little bit of a rant. I wish they would stop using 2-in-1 receiver ESC combos, because I actually wanted to use the stock receiver and transmitter on this. Kind of wanted it to be a backup vehicle, but I guess I should have left it as brushed, because there's no way to do that unless I think you might be able to pair a Spectrum receiver to that receiver, but I don't have any of those. So yeah, that's it. That's pretty much all there is to show you on the Capra. So let's get it outside, let's get it running, and I'll see you guys there. Alright guys, we're out of my little crawling spot. I'm here in Georgia, so there's not a ton of terrain. Eastern Georgia, to be specific. And this is really one of the only spots that I've been able to find where there is some rock. It's usually open, not too many people around bothering you. So, like I said before, I have been to Cherokee Rock Village, and I love that place, but it's about 4 hours away from me. So, this is about as good as I can find nearby. We do have a local group that has a built trail, you know, with wooden bridges and man-made obstacles, but I do find the natural terrain's a little more fun, and I'm a little bit more of a lonesome crawler. I don't mind crawling in groups, but if I'm doing testing, tuning, all that stuff, then I'd rather just be out here by myself. So anyways, enough rambling. We got the Capra 4-wheel steer out here. You guys already saw it on the workbench, kind of went over what I have in it. We're just gonna take it for a little bit of a drive and show you guys what it can do. I am not very good with the 4-wheel steer. and I'm driving one-handed, so it makes it even a little bit harder, but we'll try to make do. All right, let's take this Capra for a ride. Doing a voiceover because the Capra and most of my vehicles are obnoxiously loud. So yeah, just me out playing, seeing to get a little bit of wheel hop there. I mentioned on the Workbench that I do need to add some front weight, possibly even some overdrive down the road. Those landmine tires actually hook up really great usually, so I don't blame the tires. That's basically a near vertical wall, probably 75-80 degrees, so we were eventually able to get up and over. Another decent climb here. Like I said, this area isn't super technical. It's pretty easy. You can hit most lines with most of my trucks, at least. If you have 475s, you're probably good to go. But Capra, this open wheel, great approach and departure angles, not to mention the 4-wheel steer, makes it a breeze for most things. It is interesting though, there's some lines I really struggle with the Capra, and then on a 7-pound truck it'll do just fine. So just moseying along here, got a little natural stair step. Those are really fun. There's a lot of those out there. You can see the tire deformation. It's about a 4.5 pound truck, so I definitely need to, I think I need to stiffen them up a little bit. The Capra kind of struggles with side hilling, and I think that's because of those crazy crawler foams. There's a single stage, kind of a comp cut, but I'm gonna go to some crawl innovations dual stage. Little Novas, those are my go-tos. They're expensive, but I do like them. This Hobbywing Fusion 2300, super smooth in this truck, plenty of power. There you see me trying to work this 4-wheel steer, and can't really get it set up. It doesn't look like much here, but it's a kind of a deep little hole, maybe 18 inches deep or so. But the Capra is a great vehicle, a lot of fun, and I always enjoy running it. So I hope you guys have enjoyed checking out my Axial 4-wheel steer Capra. Pretty light modifications. Still need a lot of practice with that 4-wheel steer. It is set up in a 3 position versus the 5 that it comes with from the factory. Get a little better with it. I may change it to a 5 position like it comes from the factory. Kind of that center 45 degree each way, and then kind of full bump each way. So the terrain out here isn't super technical, as I've probably already mentioned, but given this is only about a half an hour from my house, it's pretty fortunate, especially given where I'm located. I do need to get out here more often and run my trucks a little bit more. I'm kind of in that first world problem of having too many vehicles, and there's kind of always a project to work on or something I want to build, and not giving myself enough time to actually go run them. But I encourage everybody to get out, actually run what you're working on, enjoy your hard work, and test and tune and figure out what works and what doesn't work. But comment down below if anyone else has that struggle of workshop time and actual running time. But we're gonna wrap this thing up. All right, we just wrapped up with the Capra. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for checking out Crazy for KV's RC and making it to the end of the video. If you like what you saw, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and ring the notification bell. Feel free to leave a comment down below. Let me know if there's something you'd like to see me do or do differently. Open to feedback. Check me out on Instagram. That's crazyforkvs_RC. Link down below as well. And first episode of the podcast is live, and you can find that on Spotify or Anchor FM. Links in the description. Thanks again, and I'll see you guys next time.